And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, listen to this broadcast. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button.
We are live. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, we are live definitely now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share and like this video. We have with us none other than the undefeated super middleweight who makes his debut in the World Boxing Super Series, Rob Bravo Brant. Rob, how are you doing?
That's right. Pleasure to be on. Doing good. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much for being
Coming to you
on.
live from Juergen, Germany.
That's the one, champ. Welcome to Europe. Welcome to Europe. First question is, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. It's been a phenomenal training camp. We worked hard. Derek made sure that I'm more than ready for this first round of the World Boxing Super Series.
So, okay, you've landed in Europe. Is this the first time you would be boxing in Europe, or have you got experience of boxing in Europe before?
In the amateurs, my first time as a professional. Yeah,
okay.
My first time as a professional competing, which is, a lot of time, it's pretty safe to say that the amateurs and the pros are almost different sports. Even though they're based off the same concepts. It's difference between 3 rounds and 12. It's a whole different competition.
Okay, for those people who don't know much about your background, and if they wanted to know about your background in depth, they can listen to our first interview of you on BWTM Sports. But for those who are just new to the channel or new to listening to who you are, just let people know your record and a little bit about you.
It's Rob Brant. I'm originally from St. Paul, Minnesota, USA. Now I'm right out of Dallas, Texas, United States. I'm 22-0. I had all my fights in the middleweight division. I was a top-rated middleweight. Now I'm moving my way up to 168 pounds to take over this division, starting off with the World Boxing Super Series.
Okay, so now we can go straight into it. Obviously, you started with middleweight, you moved up to super middleweight. Those people that don't know about your background don't know that you actually box at light heavyweight as well. Talk to us about that as an amateur.
Yeah, actually, my entire amateur career as an open boxer as a light heavyweight, and I had about 122 amateur fights. I was on the national team for probably about 3 years. Has consistently won national titles and competed internationally a fair amount of times against some of the world's best. So this is, even though like I said earlier, the amateurs and the pros are very different. I've always trained and worked with bigger guys. And in the amateurs, that's where all my experience and kind of where I made my bones at was 178 pounds or 81 kilos.
So, okay, from middleweight to light heavyweight, let's talk about, you fighting at middleweight, now moving up to super middleweight. What have you had to do to get up to super middleweight? So it's not like, what has Derek James done with you to make sure that you're strong, fit, and sharp at super middleweight without losing your speed?
We did. He really wanted me to focus on kind of really getting stronger and not necessarily big, heavy, bodybuilder type weight, but working on really functional muscle. So I got with a strength and conditioning coach, and for the last since July, early July, we've working on not just putting on the McDonald's weight, but really working on being functional muscle and actually putting muscle on opposed to just kind of walking in a little bit more flabby. So we've he really instructed me. The boxing's gonna be the boxing. That part he's always going to be sharp at, but he had very strict instructions. You need to get stronger. He's going to be a guy, especially we figured out that it would be Juergen Braehmer to be fighting. He's coming down from light heavyweight. So that we knew he was going to be a physically strong guy, even though he might not be quite as physically strong at 39 years old and sucking down to 168 pounds, that he's going to be physically stronger than people I've fought in the past. So he had very, strict instructions, not just, come in on weight at the proper weight, but be physically stronger at the same time. So that's where we worked off of from that point.
No, you're a student of the game, and I know you're aware of George Grove's win last weekend in the Super 8 tournament, knocking out Jamie Cox with a body shot. Yes. And you know that Jamie Cox was a middleweight campaigning moving up to super middleweight. What's the difference between yourself and Jamie Cox?
Jamie Cox went out there with his own game plan. We're completely different fighters. He went out there and swung for the fences. He went out there and was hoping to kind of catch a shot. I thought, opened himself up to a body shot, which I know wasn't necessarily part of the game plan, but kind of comes with the territory when you go in flying for the throwing victory punches, as I call them, from the opening bell. So I think that I'm going in there with a smarter mindset.
Okay.
I'm going in there to win the fight, not off just one shot, but wherever it lands. If it happens to be a 12-round ground out decision, we're going to be on top. If it happens to be a shot that catches them early, we're ready for that too.
Juergen Braehmer, the man, he's had multiple defensive title previously. He's fought predominantly he's fought in Germany. That's one of the criticisms of Juergen Braehmer. He's fought in Germany. Yes. Yeah. So you're coming out of America to fight in Germany. Do you feel that Juergen Braehmer, what does Juergen Braehmer bring to the table at 39 years old? People would say, well, he's an old man. He's past his best. He's down at super middleweight. Of course, Rob Brant should beat him if he's going anywhere. What do you say to critics that say that about you, Rob?
I don't really listen to critics so much or read anything. It's just I know that he still has a lot left in the tank. This is a huge opportunity for anybody. And one thing that you can't buy is the experience level. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do that's going to completely shock him that he hasn't before. He had a decorated amateur career as well as a very decorated professional career. So there's one thing, like I said, you can't buy, you can't fast track, and that's the experience. So you have to be prepared to fight a guy who's going to be ring savvy and smart. I think he's going to understand that he's not going to be faster than me. He might be physically stronger, but he's not going to be quite as athletic, or he doesn't have that youth behind him. So he's going to have to try to beat me with his brain, which is one of the harder things to defeat on a fighter. You can't out-train someone's wits. So we just have to be better than him in every situation.
Garcia fought last night, and he fought against a guy in Wodolczyk that had so much more experience than him, fought so many more fights. But Garcia's answer was to land the body shot, and that took all that experience away. And Garcia gave him a different sort of experience there. Do you feel that you have to knock out Juergen Braehmer to get a draw in this fight?
I try not to think of it that way, because then I want to put myself in a position where I'm forcing something to happen. I think that if we're doing everything properly and we're doing everything that we worked on, that the stoppage is kind of inevitable. But in terms of going out there with the sole purpose to knock him out, I don't want to go into it that way, because that's how I end up forgetting to cross all my T's and dot all my I's, so to speak. So I have to go out there and just kind of be myself. And I think that in doing that, we'll be able to get the knockout.
Now your
in terms of the feeling of necessity, I can only do my job.
Now your trainer, Derek James, Trainer of the Year 2017. Yeah, we said it. It's our channel. Trainer of the Year 2017. He said on BWTM only a few days ago that he believes that you have to go for the knockout because they're not going to do you any favors in Germany. And he goes even further depths that he talked about the area of Germany that you're boxing in, the historical elements of it, the racism, the Nazism, and all that stuff. How much does that play on your mind, and how much has that had an effect on you since you've been in Germany?
I haven't, noticed anything, out of pocket since I've been in Germany. But obviously, I know with the rise of maybe the AFD or something or other, it's a far right movement that I have going on in Germany. We have our own, political things that are going wrong in the United States. I can't speak too much on what's going on, here. But I'm definitely not expecting any favors. I'm not expecting a close fight to go to me. With that said, we're swinging. When we land a shot, we're looking to hurt him in every round. But in terms of going out there and looking just specifically to knock him out, it's a way I can kind of get myself into a jam. But like I said earlier, that as long as I do everything we worked on and execute things we've been working on, we're definitely going to walk away with a knockout. Do I feel that's the only way that we're going to win? I hate to look at boxing in that light, to say, just because we're in his hometown that I'm going to get cheated. I don't want to look at boxing in that way, but sometimes, things have happened like that in the past. But, I'm looking at it as do my job, get the knockout, get ready for the next round. But if it happens to be 12 rounds, see a sane person see me losing very many of those rounds.
Derek James said he was quite specific in how he wants you to go about the business. He said to me that he wants you to rotate and put full force into your punches. You have to rotate your punch when you deliver your punches to cause Juergen Braehmer the maximum amount of pain. And he also went on to say that, well, if they don't like us already, well, we're going to give them more reason not to like us. That's what your trainer says.
Absolutely.
So your thoughts to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that goes right in with saying, do everything that we've been trained on doing. When it comes down to rotating the shots, that's definitely something that's top of the list. It's not just throwing arm punches or just throwing one hard shot with just muscle. We're going to be rotating the entire body in order to, not just hit them, but hurt them every time we land a shot. But we're gonna give them, like you like to say, we're gonna give them an excuse not to like us. We're gonna give them a reason.
Do you believe?
I'm confident in that.
Do you believe you've got the power to actually knock Juergen Braehmer out? This is a guy coming from super middle. I believe at the night he'll probably be way more like a light heavy. Would you not? Would you not think?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a lot heavier, especially when we get in the ring. That's not going to necessarily make him faster. It's not going to keep him from. He's available to be hit. He's available to be hit with hard shots. And yes, I do believe that we will be able to knock him out. I mean, whether it be a shot that just starts in one shot, and those are not easy to come by, or it comes down to a referee feeling the need to step in. I do not feel that it's going to go the distance.
You think this fight's going to go the distance?
I do not feel it's going to go the distance.
Oh, that's quite good to hear. So what have you done like in the last week? So you're in Germany now with Derek James. I know you spoke to me off the record earlier about what you're kind of doing. Can you just talk to the fans about what you've done, like since you've been in Germany, and what's been the sort of like schedule from now to fight time?
We just got into Germany I believe on Saturday, but I was in Copenhagen, Denmark for 9 days prior to where I'm at now. So just kind of acclimating to the time and generally kind of the weather and things like that. We did have a sparring partner we brought down that he gave really good work and just kind of the finishing touches. We did a lot of the hard sparring and things like that in Dallas. So, I mean, now we've just been, at this point in Germany, we're just kind of staying sharp. We're doing a lot of the mitts, we're doing the running, we're doing a lot of shadow boxing. And it's kind of where we're at right now, is just kind of, it's winding down. It's the end of camp. And now it's time to kind of let the body rest a little bit. We're at the limit. I mean, at the 7-day weigh-in, I believe we were 2 pounds or, a little less than a kilo off from the contracted weight. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about the weight at this point. So now it's just it's focusing time, and just it's focusing on doing things we worked on.
What do you think's been the success, the reason of success from Derek James's team or his camp or his fighters?
I've told this to people before. He gives you this confidence in defense, and when you have the confidence in defense that you're not going to get hit with a shot on your way in, it allows you to really get that full rotation on your power, and really allows you to step in with confidence, knowing that you don't have to be worried about what's coming back at you, because you know that you can defend what they're going to throw back. So he's a phenomenal coach, trainer. Like I said, there's teachers and there's trainers. So there's trainers out there that will make sure you're in shape and make sure you do the set amount of rounds, and there's teachers like Derek who's going to really show you the ropes in terms of boxing as a sport, and show you everything that needs to be done in order to win, not necessarily just getting you in shape to do your own thing. So he's been teaching me.
You're now fighting when a lot of the other guys have already fought in the tournament. So people have got an idea of what the World Boxing Super Series has been about. How much of the American public got on board with the whole Super Series tournament, and how much have they embraced you, not just as an American, but somebody participating in this tournament?
I'm really under the radar. it's mainly a European tournament. They just recently had TV rights to the United States. Sometimes it's delayed and things like that. So it's the people that fans of mine, people that follow me are of course more than confident. But in terms of the general public, that's the people I'm still trying to break into. That's a big thing to do with me being in this tournament. This is what's going to break me into that next level and make me kind of a name in the sport, opposed to just the American guy, so to speak. People start saying Rob Brant opposed to the American in that tournament in the United States. So that's where I'm sitting at.
Do you feel that you are just the American guy at the moment? That guy's next against you. It's that guy versus Juergen Braehmer.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like I said, it's not something that angers me at all. I've had my fair share, a few of American television fights. I was highly rated in the middleweight division, but I'm aware of the fact that they went after a lot of 168-pound names from the guys from the U.S. that they weren't able to get. Even that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm talented enough to beat everybody in this tournament, and that I'll be kind of a dark horse in this tournament. But I will give them a reason not to look at me as just the American guy that's in the tournament. But like I said, I have to make my statement on Friday. I have no problem knowing that that's how I'm looked at, as just the American guy, the guy that was there to fill a slot. I was the last guy selected for the tournament, so this is just my time to show people that promoters may have made a mistake if they were expecting one of their guys to win.
What have you done differently for this camp that you would have probably done in previous camps? Obviously, getting to the 168 mark is one of those things. So making the weight. What else?
It's really it came down to being in the type of physical conditioning that I've never been in before. These are guys. A lot of these guys are experienced 12-round fighters. So I've went into this thing. We've done an amazing amount of sparring rounds, an amazing amount of miles. Ran a lot of the fitness and the strength and conditioning and things like that. It's all been brought up to a whole different level. Now we've trained to completely win this entire tournament. So it's everything's been jacked up 100%. This isn't just fighting to keep ranking or to get a mandatory position. These are real titles on the line.
Okay, so you've got this fight now against Juergen Braehmer. Now, how do you think this fight differs to any fight you've had in your career so far? Is this your breakout fight?
Yeah, I would definitely call it my breakout fight. 100%. He's a guy who has held the title twice before. He's got great knockout percentage in a lot of fights. I think 51 fights with only 3 losses. He's got a very impressive record. He's well known internationally, especially within the boxing community. So this is definitely my time to show the world, who Rob Brant is.
What do you take from the Nathan Cleverly fight that Juergen Braehmer had?
It's a tough one. I didn't see where he actually hurt his elbow. Getting ready to fight a guy, I don't want to, question how much he wants to be in there, but it was suspect to me. I didn't feel like I felt like he could have continued, and when Cleverly started landing good shots, he convinced them otherwise.
So you're thinking maybe if you put the pressure on,
possibly winning the fight when it got stopped.
Mm-hmm. So you think that if you put the pressure on Braehmer, possibly he may crack? Interesting.
Yeah, I think that you can convince him that he doesn't necessarily want to be in there anymore. If you listen to things that he said in interviews and things in the past, from what I took out of translation and things like that, it's not like his family, his wife, or anybody really wants him. He said things like, when days I don't want to go to the gym, I don't go to the gym, but most days I want to go to the gym. He doesn't sound like a guy who's hungry. One thing that can't be taken for granted is the fact that I'm hungry. I'm young, I'm hungry. I want what he's had. I want what he had. I want the notoriety. He's seen it all, done it all. That's what I want. So I think that he's at a point now where he's testing the waters. See if this is still what he wants to do. And I'm here to convince him that this isn't what he wants to do anymore. He's gonna have to fight a guy who wants to do nothing but win, and I'm willing to go through him in order to win.
So you're the guy that's going to put an end to Juergen Braehmer's career, or not into his career, to the end of his journey in this World Super 6 tournament.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have any concerns being in Germany in terms of water, food, things you consume, the dressing room, and all the rest of it, that if you were to win the fight, that you may get popped for drugs afterwards? I have to ask the question because...
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I take proper precautions. This being not necessarily a major city that, I only drink out of sealed bottles, things like that. And I don't eat from restaurants, things like that. I brought my lady with me who's actually, we met because she was my nutritionist beforehand. And she, she'll pick up groceries and then she prepares things like that. So, I mean, yeah, it's something that there's a thought of. I don't want to be cynical and say that, someone's out there to get me in that aspect, but I'm not worried about being dirty.
So you're
definitely taking all the precautions to make sure that will not happen.
So you're aware of it, but you're not making it your main focal point.
No, absolutely, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, it's not making it my main focal point, but I take precautions just in case. This is the biggest opportunity in my life, so I'm not taking it for granted.
Okay. Should you get past Juergen Braehmer, then it's Callum Smith next, would it not be?
Yeah, it would be. Like I said, I focus on completely one at a time. I haven't looked at the Callum Smith fight since I saw it live. But the second this fight is done, then my life will be living, watching Callum Smith film, preparing for that one that's next.
Now that fight, should you get through, I'm sure you would want to get through. Should you get through, do you know if that fight's going to be in America or it will be in the UK?
I'm not assuming that any of them would be in the States, especially him being the defending WBC diamond belt holder. For whatever that's worth, he does have that title, and I completely understand. You gotta go and you gotta take the champ's belt. You gotta go and take the champ what he has. So I mean, I would it be nice? Yeah, it'd be amazing to have that in the United States, but I wouldn't expect. Just like I first got the. An unseeded boxer, automatically assume that we would be, going to whoever's home. So I do expect that this entire tournament to be across the pond.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Charlo. His win on the weekend against Lubin.
Oh yes.
Well, listen to this. I mean, people said before the fight, Lubin's his toughest fight. He's a great fighter. He's this and that. He gets knocked out and around, and then people say, well, he was unproven. He had a weak chin. He wasn't ready. And what's Rob Brant's take on it?
I think that Jamel executed on everything that he tried to do when he was in training camp. He had a real hard, gritty training camp, and I think it showed. He caught him early, caught him flush. He saw an opportunity and he took it. One thing that people never really talk about is the fact that Jamel can punch. He's a puncher just like his brother is. But the thing is, he's just so fast, you don't see it as well. So I mean, he threw that double jab, to that right uppercut, and it just. I mean, yeah, I did think that he was definitely going to stop Lubin. I was certain of that. I just didn't expect it to happen that quickly and like that. I was proud of him. Very happy for him.
Abel Sanchez said.
Title, I really hope he gets hurt next.
Abel Sanchez said that it was just a punch that he threw, but he didn't even know he was throwing the punch that he threw. That according to Abel Sanchez, but there's a story that goes with that anyway. So.
Well, if he's knocking guys out with punches he didn't even know he threw, imagine what happens when he actually knows what he's throwing. I mean,
exactly.
It should be a compliment.
It should be a big compliment. There was some story in the water that maybe Floyd Mayweather's coming back and maybe one of the Charlo brothers was a possibility. What do you think of Floyd Mayweather coming back yet again?
I don't think he should do that. I mean, I've had a great time with Floyd's career. He did great. He made, bank loads of money. I don't want to see him come back. I think he's fine where he's at. I mean, I see his training. I think that, at least I hope so. I think that a lot of that is just, it's keeping interest in fans, it's keeping his brand alive, and it keeps your guys' eyes on keeps the media's eyes on his fighters and things like that. But in terms of actually him coming back, I don't see a need for it. He's 40. He just beat Conor McGregor, which who's he's a proven MMA fighter, and Floyd's a legend, a Hall of Famer. I think that he's had a great career. It's time for him to be at the sport from the other side, from the promotion side.
What do you make of him potentially going to middleweight to fight Gennady Golovkin?
I mean, honestly, I think he still beats Gennady Golovkin. But again, I think that he's done his time. If that's something that he truly wants to do, I mean, I think that the only person that can tell a fighter when to retire is the fighter. But I think that like I said, he's done the fans. I mean, he's done everything for the fans. He's done everything for himself. I mean, there's nothing more he really has to prove in my eyes. I mean, I think that he's fine as a promoter. I think he'll be a very successful promoter at that.
Is a Golovkin fight something that you would welcome in the future?
Absolutely. 100%. Like I said, this is I'm focused first and foremost on the tournament and each opponent that I have to fight here. But after the tournament, and I have that All Elite trophy, I feel that there's it's a definite something I would be willing to do is go to 260 Golovkin. I mean, I still feel that that Jacobs bested him. I think that Jacobs is still the best middleweight in the division. But I thought that Canelo did a great job too. I just think I think that there's a few super fights that Golovkin has left in him before I think that he's going to he'll be done himself. I don't think he's the same Golovkin that I used to watch 4 or 5 years ago.
Do you think it's because he's fighting better opposition now?
Yeah, it definitely has a lot to do with it. But I'm not saying that he had better opposition was exposing him or anything like that. But he just doesn't seem to be able to pull the trigger as quickly. It doesn't really seem to. He seems to get hit just a little bit more. I'm not like saying he's getting hurt. And the guy's got a chin like nobody I've ever seen in my life. But he's he's another guy that what else does he have to prove at this point? He's been a world champion for a great amount of time. Been considered one of the pound for pound best. I hate to see him hang around too long. There's some guys that age like Floyd, and that they can stick around until they're 40. Golovkin's more of an in the pocket, in the action fighter. I just think that it'd be best to see him do something else afterward. It's not he's been fun to watch, but I mean, like I say, I don't think he's gonna fight a few super fights. Probably do like a Jacobs thing again, or do Canelo rematch and a few huge names.
Okay.
And then at what point I think after that it's going to be how much time he's going to have left. He'll be nearing 40 himself by the time these fights will be through.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about the psyche of Rob Brant. Rob, what do you do to calm your nerves or to talk to yourself when you doubt, or if you have doubts that come in your mind? How does Rob Brant deal with doubts?
It's a tough one, and it's something that any fighter's going to kind of struggle with sometimes. Not necessarily doubts I'm going to lose or things like that, but I mean, I just try not to struggle with the fact that I want to be able to be the best version of myself. Especially on that night. What I do is I like to breathe. I like to sit back, I close my eyes, and I just like to focus on kind of like almost like meditating. I sit down, I close my eyes, I relax, and think about every day that I had to crawl out of the ring. The days that my lungs hurt. And all the things I did in preparation for this fight. And it really seems to calm me a lot more and get me prepared, ready for what things I have to do in the future. Because I know that I put in the hard work. There's one thing that I know for a fact, and that's that I work hard. So I focus on that.
How do you overcome days when you don't want to spar, days you don't want to be in the gym, days you don't want to talk to media, days you really don't want to have anything to do with boxing? We all have days like that. How do you overcome those hurdles?
honestly, I think about it like, you can feel this day, you can feel this way on the day of your fight one day. There might be a day where you just don't feel like getting up. You just don't feel like talking to anybody. You don't feel like boxing that day. But that's the days you got to work through to know that you can, just in case, that one of those days happens on a fight day. You have to be able to work through that. Now, I've been fortunate enough to never have one of those days. On fight day, you have that such a crazy mix of emotions when it comes down to competition day. But that's one thing that always gets me through training, especially. It's like putting money in the bank. You get to cash out on fight day.
Right.
Right. Every mile that you run, every round that you spar, you got to think, that is this person resting right now? Is the person you're fighting going to be sitting down and taking a day off? It's not something I want to think about as somebody outworking me. They're going to be more prepared than I am. So that'll give you a foot up. That'll get a foot out the door real quick.
That's a great analogy. Now, come fight night for you, how do you prepare? Say, let's say, Rob Brant, you get up in the morning. Let's talk your last fight, for example. You get up in the morning. It's day of the fight. How does it go for Rob Brant?
It's a focus day. I'm not real talkative. I don't look at my cell phone a whole lot. I sit in my room. I like to kind of stretch out a little bit, especially right when I wake up in the morning. A lot of visualizing. Usually on the day of, I don't look at film of the person, anything like that. I don't look at any media or news reports from the fight that's going on that night. It's just kind of a day to focus. And I sit through the day, and it's the fastest, slowest day ever. By the time you're getting ready to put your gloves on, things like that, it feels like day went so quick. But when you wake up, you're sitting in that hotel room, and you were like, wow, I just wanted to be here already. It's been, you've been training for, weeks or months or whatever it is. And a lot of, just like I said, just sitting in the room and focusing, visualizing, and getting angry sometimes. Sometimes you're laughing at things. Sometimes I'm playing, games on my iPad to try to keep my mind busy. But it all boils back down to focus and visualization of what I have to do that night.
I've talked to you about this before, Rob, and I know you may get sick of the comparisons, but the whole Andre Ward situation, you being the American, the Europeans believing that they would have the champion. With Andre Ward, they thought it was going to be Froch or maybe Kessler and Abraham. Getting Andre Ward. Yourself now in the World Boxing Super Series, do you think they've learned their lesson?
No, I don't think they have, but they will. It'll be one of those situations again. They will learn it, and like I said, I never want to compare myself to one of my favorite boxers or anything like that. But when it comes down to my situation in this tournament, it's going to be interesting.
Random question.
I think that they're going to be surprised.
You talked about your iPad. I've got to ask the question, because it's all about relating to, other boxers or other boxing fans. What do you play on your iPad?
Oh man, this is getting personal on me now. I play things like Hidden City, which is like basically you're looking at your iPad, you're finding things that tell you, find a lantern.
Okay. Yeah. I like those guys.
Like finding items on there. I have a tennis game. I really get into a game called Into the Dead.
Okay.
Which is just like you're running from zombies. It's kind of like Frogger meets Walking Dead.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple other games on there, but
but
those are the ones I really get into.
The reason why I ask you that is because often interviews we hear the same old thing: how's your training camp? You're in best shape of your life, blah 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 blah. But we really don't get to know really, what makes this guy tick. What does he like? Like Rob Brant, what music do you listen to?
I listen to rap music. I mean, I like 90s rap.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, the new stuff is fine. I just, some of it I can't get with. I mean, I can't. But I like. I grew up listening to a lot of Tupac and West Coast rap.
Okay.
Paperboy and things like that. My father was really into it, so that's kind of what is usually on my fight list. I make a list, a song list before every fight. and this one seems to be like 85, 90%, 90% 90s rap. So.
Do you have any certain tunes that trigger you, that make you hype or got you, ready to go, ready to rumble?
Not necessarily any particular song. Usually there's something, here. I've never been like a huge music person. I've always been into it. So like I was the type of person, like I have a Burn CD in my car, but I hear the same Burn CD in my car back in the day for like 3-4 months. Listen to that same one over and over again. So it's never, something that, one song that jumps at me that gets me pumped up. But usually if there's something I like and I listen to it all camp, I'll listen to that same list for pretty much the whole time, but never anything in particular.
And your theme tune, what sort of ring walk would you have? Sort of music generally your ring walk would be?
Man, I'm still struggling with my ring walk. I mean, what song I'm going to use? I'm actually thinking about "Flashlight" by Bootsy Collins.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that one's been crossing my mind a little bit. And also, I don't know, maybe Ice Cube too. I mean, I haven't decided yet. I have to figure it out the next day or two. I just thought about that, but I'll take something off my list.
What about LL Cool J? Mama Say Knock You Out.
Too much of a cliche, my man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great song, but
Me Against the World 2-pack. Me Against the World 2-pack.
I like Tupac. Don't get me wrong. It's a possible one. It's a possibility.
Okay, Rob. I want to thank you so much for giving us insight and you being a professional. Like I said to you earlier on, I said that you are a professional with a capital P. You are a media genius in terms of the way you speak, the way you come across. You are your own PR man right there. And I think you're a promoter's dream. And I mean, honestly, you're so articulate and so well spoken. You would have thought you would have been a candidate for the president of America. The way you speak so well. And I think,
anything will beat it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Anything can happen. Anything's possible. Look at the guy you got at the moment. Anything's possible. So,
I was gonna say, yeah.
So I mean, no. We wish you all the very best, Rob, and we thank you so much for giving us that exclusive access to obviously watching you training in the gym, and everyone at BWTM is wishing you the very best in this tournament for sure. There's one guy that said, I've got to mention one guy here. He said to me, he says, I'm putting thousands on Rob Brant next week. No pressure. LOL. He'll make his money for sure, Rob. Do you have a message to BWTM listeners and to boxing fans from around the world?
For those who support me, I really appreciate the support, and I'm not going to let anybody down come Friday.
And of course, one last message. Mr. Boxing Today said thank you for remembering the sparring session between you and him. He much appreciated. He didn't think you even remembered it.
Of course I do. Yeah, we'll have to connect on Facebook or something like that and exchange numbers.
I'll get that sorted. I'll get that hook up for you. All right. Yeah. Rob, Bravo, Brant, thank you so much again for being on BWTM Sports, and we look forward to hearing about your victory after the fight.
Definitely appreciate it, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, champ.
All right.
So there you have it. BWTM with another exclusive, this time with Rob Bravo Brant making his debut next weekend against Juergen Braehmer. That's it from BWTM Sports. Again, don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, share the video, tell others about it. Follow us on Facebook, BWTM Sports. That's a growing community. It's pretty good there. Follow us on Twitter, at Bayloric TV. And what else? Yeah, just check us out across the web. This has been your host, Ingram Jones. Thank you so much for listening once again. We appreciate you.